The federales have discovered an illegal biolab inside of a Las Vegas AirBNB. Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about federal agents discovering an illegal biolab inside of a Las Vegas AirBNB operated by Chinese nationals. Now, this is a pretty big story, and I saw it a few days ago, like right when it broke. However, at that time, the main piece of the story was not there. And something told me to wait a little bit, get more information. And I'm glad that I did, because now we know that this was an Airbnb. Now, look, this is part of the reason why I don't do Airbnbs. Now, I don't think every Airbnb is going to come ready with an illegal Chinese biolab, but there are too many other dangers. First of all, it's somebody's house. I don't know what you got going on inside of your house. I don't know what kind of illegal activities you're doing. Who knows where you live, what you got in there. If you got cameras spying on me, it's just too much. Give me a regular hotel for safety, security, for everything that I would want in a place where I'm going to lay my head. I'm going to find better at a nice hotel rather than the Airbnb, in my humble opinion. Some of y'all love Airbnb, you swear by it, but I can't do nothing with it. Now, before I go any further, let's get straight to some videos here. Of course, I will link to everything in the description if you want to see it and hear it without my commentary. If you're on IG, Facebook, etc., visit a link in the bio. Go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
New court documents allege multiple people became deathly ill after spending time at an illegal biolab inside a Las Vegas home.
Our investigators identified a significant volume of material, including various vials and storage containers with liquids of different colors and compositions.
According to newly released court records, police were tipped off by a former cleaning employee who told investigators she entered the garage, which was usually locked, and found refrigerators, freezers, glass beakers with reddish liquid, and equipment she believed was lab-related, along with a foul, stagnant smell. She told police she and a handyman both got deathly ill days later, suffering breathing issues, extreme fatigue, and muscle aches.
Let's pause. What kind of moron's going to send a cleaning lady to an Airbnb that has all these hazardous materials inside, or a handyman? That's dumb, because they're going to get sick. They're not wearing the proper PPE or anything like that. So they're going to go to the authorities. So I don't know what kind of idiot was behind this, but hey, I'm glad it got discovered regardless. Let's keep going.
She allegedly told police others who lived in the home renting rooms off of sites like Airbnb became sick as well. Authorities arrested the property manager, Ori Solomon, who now faces state and federal charges, including improper disposal of hazardous waste tied to biological agents. Investigators say the case may be linked to another illegal biolab discovered in California, allegedly run by a Chinese national arrested in 2023. That defendant has pleaded not guilty and is awaiting trial, but so far officials have not released test results from the seized materials. Now that's been sent to a secure lab in Maryland. Authorities say the investigation is ongoing, and they warn the public there is no known active threat at this time in that neighborhood.
Okay, now that's that. We have a little bit more here about the particular individual, what he did, what he's accused of doing. Let's check it out.
New at 2, we're half past the hour. A possible biological lab inside a Las Vegas home now under investigation, a federal investigation. Agents seizing vials of unknown liquids and probing a potential link to a Chinese national accused of running a similar lab in California that held deadly pathogens. Our senior national correspondent William Lajeunesse is reporting live on this out of Los Angeles for us. Hello.
Let's pause before we go any further. The West Coast still has that Wild Wild West thing going on a little bit. Vegas got it. Phoenix a little bit as well. Definitely California. There's a lot of that kind of stuff going on. You couple that with lax law enforcement due to bad politicians, you create an environment that is perfect for this kind of thing to happen. Let's keep on going.
William.
Well, Sandra, two amazing things about this story. One, the man who owns that Vegas lab, he's a Chinese scientist linked to the CCP, is and has been in jail the last 3 years. Secondly, the lab is not an FDA licensed facility, but it's in a house in Vegas, raided Saturday morning by the FBI, SWAT pulling out boxes of what police believe are hazardous biological agents and pathogens normally found in a secure university or industrial lab with airlocks designed to prevent an outbreak.
So what if you have, like, I don't know, COVID-19 just haphazardly stored and it gets out and people get sick? What happens?
Almost immediately, investigators observed multiple refrigerators, a freezer, and other laboratory-type equipment, along with numerous bottles and jugs containing unknown liquid substances.
So the Vegas lab, according to police, belongs to 62-year-old Zhu Baiju, a Chinese national and a fugitive who also goes by the alias David He. He was arrested in 2023 for manufacturing unlicensed medical devices and lying about unapproved HIV and pregnancy test kits that he was selling. He also operated this illicit biolab in an abandoned warehouse in Reedley, California, where investigators found thousands of vials of blood and tissue, 1,000 genetically engineered mice designed to carry the COVID virus, and CDC tests did show the vials contained HIV, COVID, hepatitis, herpes, and malaria. Police arrested Zhu, and he's been in jail ever since. Congressional investigators linked the lab to the Chinese Communist Party, a tie that also suggests the same people are behind the Vegas lab.
What do we think these...
Now, before they continue, now the question would be, if there was a lab in California, another one in Vegas, how many other labs exist in the country that have not been discovered yet? That's my question.
What do we think these people were doing with those substances in the house? And I'll tell you, the truth is we don't know yet.
So House investigators say Zhu got financing from mainland China to create dozens of companies here and Canada. He employed mostly Chinese nationals to steal American intellectual property and transfer it to China. His trial begins in April.
All right, there we go. So that's what's happening. Obviously, you got Chinese Communist Party with their fingers all over this, their fingerprints all over this. This is pretty much them sending this guy over here to do this. And again, if he had the lab in Vegas and California, how many more does he have that have not been discovered? Is it just him by himself, or are there a bunch of guys just like him? And what else are the Chinese doing? What's really going on? Not just over in the USA, but all over the world. What are they really doing? As I close, I want to say this. This is why the U.S. needs to be the big dog, okay? We can't allow the Chinese influence, the Russian influence. Let them have their corner of the world, and we have ours. But they can't be over here doing stuff like that, because I'm sure there's a lot more going on. We saw the spy with Eric Swalwell, Fang, Yum, whatever the name was. We saw that. We're seeing these labs, the weather balloon. Remember that whole thing that happened where they just let the weather balloon just get all the information it wanted, flying over nuclear sites and stuff like this, power plants, everything. China, Russia, big dogs in the world trying to compete with us. Greenland going to be a point of contention. Taiwan, Iran, all these things are kind of happening at the same time. And I would just say we need to be as strong as possible, or else we're going to be speaking the Chinese or the Russian real soon, in my humble opinion. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your opinion about the biolab that was discovered in Las Vegas that was also an Airbnb? I mean, good grief. I mean, I'm pretty sure their primary function was for that spot to be a biolab, to do whatever they wanted to do, working on bioweapons, vaccines, or whatever they call themselves, trying to work on. That was probably the primary thing. But also, you have an Airbnb. What if you have a biolab that's also Chinese restaurant? I mean, it's really crazy out here. Be careful where you go. If you feel anything, like if you go into a particular house, an area, and you feeling something that's a little bit strange, a little tickle in your throat, hey, pay close attention to your body. It's telling you something. It's telling you something for a reason. You feel sick, kind of feel uneasy, get up out of there. You never know what's happening. It could just be a bad air filter. It could just be black mold, or it could be a biolab with things that are designed to actually take your life. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.